Hi, my name is Andy O'Neill, and I'm here with your DIY email marketing pro tip from Freelance Email Marketer. Today I'm going to show you how to properly resize and optimize your images for your web pages and email campaigns. I often see images on websites and email campaigns that are much larger than they need to be. After watching this pro tip and learning how to optimize your images, you will maximize the load time and user experience for your web visitors and subscribers. So let's look here on my Freelance Email Marketer blog. Over here on the right hand side, I have an image in my sidebar, and it promotes a free download that I have. So I'm in Firefox, the Firefox browser. I'm going to right click and I'm going to go down to View Image Info. Now there's a couple things we want to look at for this image, and first of all is the size. This image is 214 kilobytes, which is fairly large for an image that's as small as it is. The other thing that's important to look at is the dimensions right here. So you can see this image is 795 pixels wide and 1003 pixels tall, but it's scaled down to 90 pixels wide by 242 pixels tall. So if we looked at this, if we said view image and we looked at this, it's way bigger than it needs to be for that sidebar. The other thing is our 213 kilobyte size for this image is far too big. So we need to optimize this and shrink it down, and both of those will bring that size way down. You know, you've got to consider an image like this on my blog is going to show up in the sidebar of every blog page. So it's really going to slow down the page if it's 213 kilobytes. So I have that image over here on my desktop, and I'm going to show you a tool that I use a lot. Now, to be honest, the image that's in here, I used Photoshop and I did a save for web, but you can actually get the images smaller than using Photoshop save for web by using this tool I'm about to show you. And the tool is called Kraken, and it's kraken.io is the address. And I have a paid account. It's a $5 a month account, very inexpensive for this site, and it gives me access to all of these tools. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to show you, I'm going to take this image and I'm going to show you what we can do with Kraken to make it smaller. So I'm going to choose lossy. We're going to run both of these, and I'm going to read for you what the difference is. Lossless will push your images to the extreme without changing a pixel. So it's not going to change a pixel, but it's going to maximize as much as possible. Lossy will actually damage the pixels a little bit, but not enough to be, it says, unnoticeable to the human eye. So you can really get a lot more out of lossy optimization, and it can give you an outstanding results with a fraction of the image quality loss, according to them. So let's go ahead and look at this. Let's do lossless first. I want to see what the difference is. Make sure that's chosen. And I've got the file uploader, so I'm going to grab this image, and what's cool is you can just drag it right over here on top of that area, and it's going to go to work. So you can see our original file size is 213.93 kilobytes, and it's uploading that image. And you can see our correct size, our optimized size is 191. We saved 22K, and which is 10%. So we optimized it some. Now let's switch to lossy here, and let's see what we can get with that. Just drop it right on there. And let's see what kind of difference we can get. Wow, so with lossy optimization, we can get it down to 96.5K versus 191. So that's almost 100K less, half the size, and it's saved 54.89%. Now the other issue we saw with our image is it was the wrong size. So we need to scale this 190 by 242. So I'm going to go back to Kraken, and I'm going to do this right here. I'm going to say resize your images exact 190 by 242. So now when I drag this image on, I'm going to keep it on lossy. I'm going to change that. That's going to resize it for me. I'm going to drag that on here, and let's see how small we can get this image. All right, now we got it down to 13K. All right, from 213K down to 13K. Now let's look at it. I mean, you know, that looks pretty good. That looks really good. That is the right size to fit right here. So what I've done is I've taken 200 kilobytes off that image, saved 93%. So I've taken 93% of the file size out of that image, which is going to improve our load time. And so that is cracking. I've used it for a few months now, really like it. They also have a WordPress plugin. If you have a paid account, you can put a WordPress plugin on your site, and it will crack them as you upload them, or you can go back and do it later. And what's cool here is you can sync these with your Dropbox, or if I click this, it would put all these in a zip file and download it. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to take this little image now, and I'm going to replace it here, and I'm going to take 200 kilobytes off the overhead, which will improve the load time of this page. So that's your DIY pro tip for today, and it really comes down to resizing and optimizing your images so that they are the right size for where you want to put them. And this can apply, we've done this on a website, but it applies equally to an email campaign. Same kind of thing. If you had a little sidebar with an image here and it was that very large image, it's going to take longer for your email to download in that person's email client. So making sure your images are the right size and they're maximized with Kraken will reduce your load time. I hope you enjoyed this. If you want more about email marketing, visit freelanceemailmarketer.com, and you can download our campaign setup checklist, and it'll help you save time and help you set up your campaigns the right way every time with our campaign setup checklist. That's a free download. You can visit our site to get that. Well, I hope you'd enjoy this. If you have any comments, I'd love to hear those. Any idea for other pro tips in the future, just let me know and comment in the post. Thanks.